Hello, friend? Today's I'm gonna narrate a real horror incident. It is the story of Chris. He narrates that while he was living in Dubai for work purpose, he visited a friend at his house. One night, with no moon to light their way, Chris and his friend sat in the dimly lit living room. They decided to try out the spooky Charlie game. They set up a piece of paper divided into 4 parts, each labeled yes or no, and balanced a pencil on a line, waiting for a ghostly visitor. Charlie, Chris whispered into the quiet room. Are you there? Nothing happened. The pencil stayed still. Chris laughed, thinking it was all just silly superstition. But when his friend gave it a try, things changed. The pencil shivered and spun toward yes. Chris's heart raced. Was it a trick? Maybe just a breeze? They tried to brush it off, saying they were just imagining things. As the night went on, they sat in the lounge, sharing stories and drinking tea. Then it happened, a ghostly figure appeared. It glided across the room, barely visible but definitely there. Chris and his friend looked at each other in shock. Had they both seen it? They watched as the ghostly figure floated toward the washroom and disappeared. Fear gripped them like a cold hand. Chris tried to make sense of it all. Did you see that? He asked, his voice shaky. His friend nodded, looking pale. It's a ghost, Chris. We saw a ghost. They cautiously went to the washroom, but it was empty. No sign of the ghost. But the air felt heavy, like something sad lingered there. Next, they heard heavy footsteps, like someone wearing big boots. Chris's heart raced as they went to check the bedroom, but it was empty too. They turned on the TV, hoping the sound of holy verses would help. But the screen flickered, and they saw strange faces for a moment. Then, everything went back to normal. Finally, the ghostly activity stopped. The footsteps faded, the figure disappeared, and the TV went back to its usual shows. Chris and his friend sat there, trembling, bound together by fear. After that night, they avoided the living room after dark. But sometimes, when the wind whispered through the curtains, Chris wondered. Was it Mr. Harold's ghost, lost and lonely in this strange place? Or something even older and scarier? Chris never played Charlie again. And when he left Dubai, he took the memory of that spooky night with him, a story he'd whisper to others, passing it on like a secret. Because sometimes, the line between the ordinary and the extraordinary blurs. And Chris knew that now, keeping the memory of the ghostly encounter close to his heart, a secret he'd never forget. And as the desert winds blew through the city, they seemed to whisper, "Remember, Chris. Remember?" It's my advice to everybody, please stay away from any abandoned place, scary games. Always inquire about the house before move-in. Keep yourself and others safe from any type of scary activity. Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe.